We're investigating unexplainable, sinister occurrences that have shocked everyone who has seen this footage. What you're about to witness was never meant to be caught on camera and is not for the faint of heart. There's a store that sells electronics and household products, but to its employees, it's known for something much more creepy. They always hear strange movements that they can't describe, and according to them, weird things have been happening in the building for years. The security camera footage you're watching surfaced from a terrifying night it captured.
Liga. Tá vendo?
Jesus da glória é uma pessoa com manto.
Não, ele tá muito alto.
Olha aí, tá flutuando agora, tá flutuando.
Acho que tá na mesma altura que ele faz a mão. Será naquela TV lá?
Ele não tem pé não, ó.
Isso aí já é flutuando. Foi aquela altura que ele disparou lá?
Foi. Mas não vem aqui não, pô.
Meu Deus do céu.
Já.
Cara, ele é muito grande, bicho.
Ele vai sumir ali, ele vai sumir, ó. Atenção. Ó, ele some, né?
A pale, lengthy figure is seemingly levitating throughout the middle of the store. The figure slowly glides across the floor in a very eerie manner. What's so bizarre is that it doesn't have any feet. Instead, it seems to float and is possibly even wearing a cloak. Its posture is very stiff and unnatural, almost like how a nightcrawler would roam throughout the night, except this creature is much taller. Many people believe that this is evidence of something paranormal. Others think that this footage is just some kind of weird optical illusion. Whether this footage indeed shows some kind of haunting or not, the figure has never been identified. So, was this some kind of cryptid ghost figure wandering throughout a store after hours, or might this just be the glimpse of something even worse? This next video comes from a news station in Peru that might have caught something entirely otherworldly on camera. The anchor was covering the aftermath of severe flooding. Roads everywhere were underwater and every home was gone beyond repair. One particular clip that the reporter thought was just more chaos has left people finding something completely disturbing. Everything seems normal at first. The camera pans over, showing the heavy flow of water, but there is something else.
Desde el asentamiento humano Santo Domingo, Comité 6. Mira la escalera. ¿Cómo podría bajar aquí una persona, un anciano? Los niños, ¿cómo podrían?
As the camera points down, if you look very closely, a strange figure can be seen crawling up the staircase, fighting against the water. It's difficult to tell exactly what we're looking at here. The figure is moving in such a contorted manner, almost as if it's completely unnatural to Earth. For a couple of seconds, it looks like a person in trouble, maybe drowning. Yet, something about the movement, the skin, the shape doesn't look right. What's more strange is that the reporter never noticed the figure while filming on location, like they didn't know that something else was right there behind them the whole time. It wasn't until people online watched that broadcast later when the mysterious being was noticed. Some people believe that the figure could be the ghostly aftermath of someone who died during the floods. No one has ever uncovered exactly what kind of creature it was. What do you think we saw here? Was it actually some cryptid being? Years ago, when this footage was shot, a man and his friend found an old sewer tunnel in an abandoned, secluded park. Continuing their adventure, they decided to explore further into its darkness. The deeper they go, the quieter everything becomes, like the outside world just falls away. Eventually, they stopped to look around. The entire atmosphere is very creepy, but nothing unusual yet. And that is when they heard it.
Oh man, I'm gonna cut it out. This is gonna be annoying. Hold on.
Okay, so we got pretty far. Yeah, we got pretty far. That's the exit out there. So here's the manhole cover. You can kind of see it. Here's like a ladder, but yeah, we're pretty far. We're gonna just take it going up there.
Did you hear that?
Run. You heard that, right? Yeah.
A sound echoing throughout the darkness, but it isn't a natural sound, it's a voice. At first, it seems too distant to matter and impossible to identify where it's coming from. But the more they listen, it becomes clear that it's some kind of evil, creepy laugh, like a clown. And it definitely wasn't coming from anyone that they knew. Plus, they are all alone out there from how secluded the area is. The realization that someone or something was actually close enough to let out a morbid laugh like that, but they couldn't see who, made it all too terrifying. They didn't wait another second and decided to run out of that tunnel as fast as they could, never looking back. A streamer was broadcasting from her home late one night. The stream was completely normal, like she shot from her kitchen all the time. She had spent the day shopping for groceries and was just talking with her audience while preparing food. Then the comments started rolling in and they signaled to something terrifying, saying someone is behind you. The streamer just laughed it off, playing the moment like a joke, and thought that her audience was just messing around.
La niña de atrás que no hay niñas atrás, dejen de querer asustarme.
It's only seconds later when we can see it more clearly. An actual figure is standing behind her, only appearing for a brief moment, but long enough for us to catch a glimpse of it in the mirror on the wall. If you look very carefully, it eerily resembles a human head looking right at her, just before slowly moving out of the frame. Her viewers think that it looks like a child, but the streamer lives alone. There was no one else around this house. When she finally saw it for herself, reviewing the stream at a later time, she was completely terrified and can't explain what happened here. The most unsettling part about this occurrence is, if her viewers never noticed it and made her aware of the situation, could something completely dark and unnerving have happened to her eventually? In March of 2023, a motorcyclist was exploring some off-road trails in Oregon. He's traveled these routes before, but this time it feels different. The moment he entered these woods, he couldn't shake the feeling that something just wasn't right. He felt immediate dread, like being watched. As he goes deeper into the forest, he stumbles upon a pile of bones scattered across the trail. Then everything just stops and he hears something.
More bones than last time. Because honestly, I've just been too scared to come up here. Definitely a lot more overgrown than last time. I'm hoping that since it's been such a long time that I don't think anything will happen this time. I think that tree is actually gone. This road's been cleared. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. Yeah, that was my cue to go. That was my cue to leave.
That is when things become truly terrifying. Something very unusual and creepy happens. The entire forest just goes silent. Then, hidden in the distant bushes right up ahead, if you look very closely, a pale, lengthy figure is lurking amongst those shadows and walking towards him. The shape seems like it's crouched very low to the ground, almost like it's observing or preying on him. The movement is very, very slow, and the moment he notices it, panic and chaos sets in. For multiple terrifying seconds, you can literally feel the dark energy approaching as he just can't get his bike to start. Finally, after countless attempts, he's able to ride away while it's almost pitch black darkness out there. Some people think that this is just simply a wild animal caught in some weird shadows. But other people are certain that this is something that's actually much more sinister that motorcyclist was never supposed to see. This footage was uploaded by a mother after she noticed something very strange in her daughter's bedroom. This baby is her first child, but before she was born, the mother experienced 2 miscarriages. Because of this, she's extremely protective of her daughter and continuously checks the baby monitor throughout all hours of the day and night to make sure she's okay. This time, she looked at the baby monitor but saw something that she couldn't explain. That's the footage you're watching now.
Okay. That's not possible. What the f is that? What is that? What is it? Look at the way. Look! It's lingering. Is it the light outside? Like... there's no pinhole. Empty. Like, the curtains. I pulled the curtains closed. And it's not leaving. It's getting near her. Oh my god. Did she just touch it? Where did it go?
A glowing orb appears floating inside the baby's crib, and at first, the mother thinks that it might be some kind of weird reflection or light coming from outside. But she realizes that explanation doesn't make any sense. The curtains are completely shut closed, so there is no light shining through the window. At one point, she even appears to touch it, almost as if she can see it right in front of her, or like it's interacting with the baby directly. Some people believe that this orb may actually be the spirit presence of the mother's unborn children watching over their little sister. So what do you think we're seeing here? Did this mother actually capture something truly paranormal lurking inside of her daughter's crib? In October 2022, a paramedic uploaded this video that would later leave everyone who sees it very unsettled. At first glance, nothing about this footage is really unusual. The paramedic is just filming casually while on his lunch break working at the hospital. However, inside the building, doctors were preparing to transfer a critically ill patient to another wing, and the paramedic was trying to record the action. Sadly, that exact patient actually ended up passing away a few hours later in the day, but that's not what makes this footage so sinister. The paramedic watched this footage back a few times and saw something hidden in the background. If you look close enough, maybe you can catch it too. Down the hallway, a shadow being can slightly be seen standing at the far end of the corridor. The figure is completely bizarre, moving very slowly, then just after a few seconds, it disappears. It doesn't walk away, it just vanishes. The paramedic has no explanation for what he captured that day, but some people who have seen this footage think that it might just be a weird situation of some shadows. And others think that since that critically ill patient died that same day, this might actually be the physical representation of death itself, a reaper. There is no doubt that something paranormal or otherworldly could be lurking around, stalking, without us even realizing it. But the worst part is what these encounters mean. Is it truly evil or just very strange? If you stayed until this point in the show, put the subscribe button under your pillow to let the dark energy simmer and watch this one here.